Welcome back to Pipe Organ Stops. It's a brisk early morning, and today we're headed to the town of Hesston, Kansas. The small town of Hesston is located in the heart of Kansas. It was founded in 1886 and populated mainly by Mennonite farmers. The Mennonite Church is a Christian denomination closely related to the Amish. Hesston College was founded in 1909 by the Mennonite Church. It has an enrollment of about 400 students who come from all across the United States and even internationally. It has degree programs ranging from nursing to business, accounting, music, and even aviation. The chapel on campus is the home of worship for students, faculty, and families from the community. The newer sanctuary, completed in 2007, seats about 600 people. For Mennonites, congregational singing is traditionally a cappella. It wasn't until the 1960s that Hesston College bought an organ to accompany singing. The designs of the new sanctuary included plans to purchase a new pipe organ. The hope was for something that blended simplicity with beauty. The Andover Pipe Organ Company brought about the realization of that dream with their Opus 116, a tracker action instrument with 17 stops and over 1,000 pipes.
So this is the second Andover organ in Kansas. The first one was at the St. Lawrence Center in Lawrence. And so I was familiar with that when I was a graduate student at the University of Kansas and really enjoyed that instrument. It was very well made. So when we were looking for a new instrument in this new sanctuary in connection with Hesston College and Hesston Mennonite Church, we decided to work with Andover on a new instrument. And it was nice to be able to have the organ designed and the space allocated in the new space before we actually signed the contract. This is a rather unusual instrument, not so much for Andover because they've made a few like this, but there's actually the swell division on top, the grate in the middle, and then a coupler manual which plays both of them together. And so it's very easy to switch between the three. So you could go ahead and just have a coupler, but this is really handy. It's amazing how nice it is to be able to jump back and forth between the three manuals. That's been really made it much more versatile for the size of instrument that it is.
Ken gave me a tour of the history of the college, the sanctuary, and of the organs, past and present.
Actually started as an outgrowth of the college, which started in 1908. Or 1909, and so this is what used to be the sanctuary, and the organ was on that wall, 9-unit rank wicks. So here we are.
Ken was nice enough to give me a personal tour of the inner workings of the organ.
Grand course dialect?
When Andover undertook designing their Opus 116, they took into consideration several factors. That a cappella singing is the predominant tradition, but that the organ would still accompany the congregation sometimes. That this was to be a small to mid-range size organ, but still be capable of playing organ literature and filling the acoustic space of the sanctuary. And that this would be a teaching instrument that would benefit the organ students of the college by having a diverse stop list and a 3-manual layout. The organ case is also bigger than needed for the number of ranks, but was proportioned to visually complement the design of the sanctuary. Ken showed me where Andover had made provisions for additional stops in the future. There was room for a 1 3/5 tierce in the swell, an 8-foot trumpet in the grate, and a 16-foot trombone and 8-foot tromba for the pedal. In March of 2008, a dedicatory concert took place for the organ. As of a couple of years ago, a regular organ concert series also now takes place at Hesston College. All right, so here we are at the Andover Opus 116. So like Ken mentioned, the swell is up on top, the grate, and then this keyboard is grate and swell coupled together. And we have our pedal board, concave radiating, swell pedal. Let's start off by sampling the grate. So we have this grate open diapason 8-foot. 8-foot chimney flute. Here's our 4-foot principal. 4-foot silver flute. Two and 2/3. Two-foot 15th. And finally, here's our mixture. So here's a little bit of a principal chorus all together. Coming over on the other side now, here's our swell, 8-foot violin diapason. Here's our 8-foot stopped diapason. Four-foot night horn. We have a 2 and 2/3. Two-foot 15th. And here's our reed, the 8-foot oboe. We also have our tremolo, so if we want to turn on some sort of a solo sound. Very nice. Down below we have our pedal. Here's our 16-foot sous-bass. Eight-foot principal. 8-foot flute. And finally our 4-foot choral bass. Let's get a sense of the expression with the swell box. Let me turn on the oboe. Closed. Open. Time to do a little bit of sampling by way of playing. For this segment, Ken and I selected some contrasting pieces to demonstrate the organ. Well, there you have it. Another well-crafted instrument. So, until I see you next time, have fun at the console.